You're gonna get it today, Dracula! What up everyone, it's your boy Kent Ward, Mr. Ongaku himself. I'm super excited because today's a special day. I want you to break out the holy waters and bust out that wall meat because we're celebrating the birthday of one of the most beloved game franchises of all time. That's right, Castlevania, baby. Came out on this day in 1986. It's been multiple sequels, spin-offs. It's been on pretty much every game console you can think of, handhelds, arcades, everything. It even has not one, but two animated series, with a big one dropping this week on Netflix. I'm excited about Castlevania Nocturne. I expect you guys are as well. But today's a special day because we're celebrating this great game franchise that is just as hard as the music is great. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the best Castlevania music. And to prep up for this, I did a lot of soul searching, I replayed a lot of the games, and I listened to every single game soundtrack in the series, including the ones on the handhelds, including the 3D ones, and I have compiled what I feel is my personal top 10 of the series. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's start this out right, baby! We're going to kick things off with an unexpected track from Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Now you're probably wondering, why not pick something like Beginning, which is like, you know, a safe bet? Well, I like Demon Seed because it has that really nice smooth intro, and then there's like this sense of mystery throughout the track, very ominous, very dark. You don't know what's going to happen. And this is not a song that you would normally trigger in the game. It's part of a specific path to get to the stage where this track's on, but man, it is so good. Now we're listening to the Famicom version of the track. There's a special VRC6 chip that Konami installed on the Famicom cartridge of the game to play on there that just had more full sound. Now the American NES didn't really support the ability to have sound chips on cartridges like that, so they had to change up the whole soundtrack. So here's what the US version sounds like. Well, that's not as good. It still had a lot of great melodies that people remember to this day. And Demon Seed, I think, is a very underrated track that I think a lot of people should give more love to. There was no way we were not going to do this list without Vampire Killer. I mean, come on! It's the first track in the whole goddamn franchise. Sets the tone for the whole series. Has been featured in so many different versions of the game. Now, there's so many different takes on Vampire Killer throughout the series, but my personal favorite is the one on Super Castlevania 4. At that point, you get really close to the end, and man, it gets you pumped up for that second win to take on Dracula one more time. I want to make sure that Castlevania Bloodlines got featured on this list, not only because it's the first Castlevania game on a Sega console, but it's also the series debut of composer Michiru Yamane. She really brings out the power of the Genesis in the soundtrack, and this is the best track for the best level of the game, both visually and musically. Now this next entry is kind of cheating because it's a 2-for-1 special, but I had to put it in because of the combination of two beloved tracks from the series, Don't Wait Until Night from Haunted Castle, a Castlevania arcade game, and Heart of Fire, which everyone knows from the original Castlevania. Michiru Yamane matches this up into a powerful epic that is fitting for the most powerful and final member of the Belmont clan that you have to fight in Aria of Sorrow. Now we're going to keep the GBA train running with the first ever Castlevania game that I beat, Circle the Moon. It was actually a launch title for the Game Boy Advance. Now I'm going to go with a Wake on this one because it's the first track that you hear when you start going through Dracula's castle, and it really sets the tone that, hey, this could be the portable GBA era of Castlevania. It's my first time doing a Castlevania Metroidvania style game. There's a lot of exploration involved, and I just loved the medley. It just kept me amped and pumped up to see what was next, to collect cards, to level up my character. It was so good. Oh shit. Perhaps the most iconic song in all of the Castlevania franchise, Bloody Tears, baby. Let's go. Now, I still have not beaten Simon's Quest. I don't even know how to play it to this day. It makes no sense to me. However, the music was great, and Bloody Tears is an iconic theme that has been on almost every single Castlevania game since, and I don't know, I feel like everyone of EGM has covered at some point. Speaking of which, here is a take on it from Lacey Johnson, who will be performing at Ongaku October 29th at the Conduit right outside of Orlando, Florida. That was pretty badass, right? Well, we got 4 more songs left to go, so let's make it count. It was only a matter of time before we got the Symphony of the Night, one of the most beloved video games ever. Many consider this to be the best game in the entire Castlevania franchise, a complete reinvention of the series, and thanks to CD quality sound and storage capacity, Michiru Yamane was able to bring out a whole lot in this game. And to set the tone of what this is going to be as Alucard explores Dracula's castle, well, Dracula's castle had to be on this list. It is such a cool tone, great synthesizers, great melody, great composition, all around banger. A lot of people love this track, and I do as well. For many years, my favorite Castlevania game has been Super Castlevania 4. probably the peak of the franchise as far as linear platforming, and it starts off with a banger theme for Simon Belmont. It has a little bit of everything, that build, that drama, that excitement, an incredible bridge, and really lets me know that, hey, this game, 16-bit, Mode 7, we're here to rock and roll, baby. A lot of people have their own favorite song from Symphony of the Night. Mine is The Lost Portrait from Michiru Yamane. I think it really has a nice somber tone, especially when the game literally turns upside down for Alucard. It's a very serene feeling, and I love it so much. Oh my god, what a beautiful track. Alright guys, we got one more song left. What's it gonna be? What is the best Castlevania song of all time? Let's find out right now. God freaking damn, Rondo of Blood is such a banger soundtrack, one of the most jammed soundtracks of all time, and the first stage theme opposing bloodlines. Fire is everywhere. You got this new hero, Richter Belmont, who's gonna slay Dracula, save his little sister, and do all kinds of crazy ass anime shit. And this song captures the entire feeling of the whole freaking thing. I love the intro, I love the guitar, I love the power, I love the passion. Akira Shoji knocked this one out of the park, and for me, it does not get much better than Bloodlines. And this track's been featured a lot of different ways in various Castlevania games, but I still love how it's depicted in Rondo of Blood more than any other. Now, while we're on the subject of opposing bloodlines, did you guys check out that Castlevania Nocturne trailer? Holy cow, not only does the animation look great, when they dropped that song in, I lost my goddamn mind. I had to watch the trailer 20 more times in a row, and it got better each time. I cannot wait till Thursday when this show drops. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Thank you again, Netflix, for making great Castlevania anime. Let's freaking go. There you have it, my personal top 10 Castlevania songs of all time. My list is probably different than yours, and you're probably pissed that I left some songs off that you liked very much. Well, there's two things you could do about it. One, you could burn me at the cross like I'm Alucard's mom, or two, you could post in the comments below your favorite Castlevania songs. I would love to read them, I would love to check them out. Let me know what you think. And if you really like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Maybe support us on patreon.com/Ongaku Overdrive. That will encourage me to make more videos like this. There's a lot of cool perks on there, and for as little as $1, you can help us out with our live events, our virtual events, and this channel. And if you really want to go the extra mile, if you really like video game music, you should come over to our Ongakuvania 2 Halloween party taking place October 29th at Conduit, right outside Orlando, Florida. It's going to be a hell of a time with a lot of cool video game music, cosplay, and more. Make a weekend of it. We're in Orlando. We got a lot of stuff to do around Halloween, baby. You know it. Before we close it out, I want to thank Konami, all the composers, designers, programmers, artists, for making such a legendary game series that has stood the test of time for over 30 years. That is no easy undertaking, right? So, thank you guys again for watching the video. And let's make sure that this is not a horrible night to have a curse. See you guys next time.